Good morning. It's Tuesday, May 11th, and today I'm going to talk about the big hack, the one that struck the Colonial Pipeline. And so I asked my good friend Heshi the Hacker to join me in the discussion associated with this heinous crime, this ransomware attack on the Colonial Pipeline. Say hi to the folks, Heshi, and give us some idea of what's going on out there. What do you know about this hacking group?
Hi, there is no question in my mind that this attack was the work of a criminal group originating from Russia named Darkseid. They are well known in my circles as one of the premier ransomware cyber attackers in the world. They often are called upon by the Russian government to do its dirty work. Darkseid typically targets non-Russian speaking countries.
So this is what we could call a backdoor attack, right? And if it's a backdoor attack, what do we do about it? In my opinion, our network really needs to be upgraded. We have to spend a lot of time and a lot of money and upgrade our networks. I mean, this is a critical network to this country. Over 100 million gallons of gasoline and other fuels pass through these pipelines every single day. And there's many in this country are terrified right now that the gas prices are going to go through the roof if this thing has to be shut down. They've risen enough in the last couple of days. And this is an example of the problems we're having in this country with infrastructure. And when somebody says our entire broadband network needed to be expanded and upgraded, you can understand why, just from watching what happened here. So what happens now?
Well, before we get to that, let's give Colonial credit for shutting down the pipeline so quickly. That was a critical first step. Now it has to develop a restart plan for the entire pipeline system.
Yeah, you're right about that. They did a good job by shutting down, but now we have to really take a good look at our infrastructure here. Because here we're sitting with a single supplier to this whole region. And that leaves us very vulnerable because we don't know how long it's going to take Colonial to get their act together. Not that they really had a big failing in their act. I don't mean it that way. But it means that we have to look at these things and we have to have backup plans or fallback units or a backup system of some kind so that if this goes down, we have an alternate route. Or maybe we need to break up our suppliers into smaller groups so that we're not dependent upon one company or one unit to supply this vast region that Colonial was taking care of. The pipeline was 5,500 miles long. That's a lot of pipe to worry about. Now imagine if they had attacked the pipe. That might have been a disaster. But it's easier for them to attack the wires and everything. So how are we going to prevent that? Because we know, and you especially know, that most of the time the hackers are smarter than the developers. Maybe you should go to work for the government, Heshi.
Stan, you know, I can't work for the government, but I would consider working for Colonial. Defending against the Darkseid appeals to me. In fact, upgrading all systems appeals to me.
So right now, Colonial's going to stay offline, I guess, until they can get all their systems up and into compliance with the federal regulations. I assume, or I hope, that the gas continues to flow and the gasoline continues to flow. And hopefully, we will, as a nation, wake up to the fact that the cyber attackers are out there. Some of them government-sponsored, some of them on their own, But this is not the first ransomware attack that we have had this year. I'm sure there are many of them that have gone unreported. We've seen school systems attacked like this, and now we see a major pipeline attacked. And just think about what happened to Texas due to natural causes and stupidity. We are vulnerable in this country in many areas, and we need to do the dreaded thing. Spend some money and get these areas fixed up and defended, because we are setting a bad example to the rest of the world. The rest of the world will take a look at this and see how easily it is to cause great harm, even amongst a very technically savvy country. So hopefully this is a lesson for us to wake up and pay attention and start looking at all our systems, all of the things that help this country survive and move forward. So that's all I have to say this morning, and I will say goodbye. And Heshy, say goodbye to the people, and I'll see you all in the morning. Bye.
Wait, he does that shit all the time, always rushing to the why, but he's right, we the USA must get out broadband system protected, we must consider it like a major defense, just like a secret weapon, maybe more so, because more than the military depends on it, everybody needs world-class, up-to-date, top-of-the-line, broadband. Thanks, goodbye.